What's up, you guys? My name is Aubrey and this is my channel, and today I want to talk about income streams. Now, one topic that I talk about on this channel all the time is how to make more money through side hustles, side gigs, and side businesses. But one topic I don't talk about a whole lot is the side hustles and side gigs that you should avoid and that are simply not worth pursuing. So in this video, I want to talk about some of the worst side hustles of 2021. So if you're somebody who is interested in making more money this year, then make sure to watch until the end of the video, because at the end, you will know exactly what you should and should not avoid in order to make the most money as possible. So let's get started. All side hustles are not created equal, and this is something that I think is far too often ignored. If you go onto Google and you look up best side hustles of 2021, or how to make extra money, or how to make an extra $1,000 per month, you will find dozens, if not hundreds, of different options out there. The vast majority of advice from these websites is either motivated by some sort of back-end deal, some sort of affiliate link, some sort of sponsorship. And even though that's great for the publisher, that's not great for you. And it oftentimes results in people pursuing side hustles that are not worth their time, or in some cases, ones that are simply a scam. In order to become financially independent, in order to make more money, you first have to choose the right side hustle. So in this video, I think it is so incredibly important to touch on those ones that are not worth your time. With that, let's dig into the very first side hustle that I think is a waste of time and not worth pursuing in 2021, and that is dropshipping. Now, for those of you who don't know what dropshipping is a business model where you create an online storefront, you then market a product or multiple products, people buy that product, and rather than selling a product that you physically created or like you physically have in-house, you instead go buy that product from a manufacturer in China, and then you ship it to the customer. So the products aren't yours, the invention isn't yours, the product is never actually in your hand, in your facility. Instead, you are just basically the third party. You are the person facilitating the transaction. Dropshipping has gained a lot of popularity because of the fact that it's considered a passive and a very easy to scale business model. There are people out there that are flaunting their Lamborghinis, their multi-million-dollar mansions, their extraordinarily lavish lifestyle, and they credit business models like dropshipping as the reason why they were able to do it. The fact is, dropshipping did work in maybe 2017, 2018. But in my opinion, I do not think dropshipping is a worthwhile side hustle in 2021. Interestingly enough, this is actually a side hustle that I have personal experience in. Before I started this YouTube channel, I was working as a freelancer on Upwork, and I was hired by a person who had started a very successful dropshipping store. This person was making $50,000 to $75,000 every single month from his niche dropshipping store. This person and this dropshipping store, and I'm not going to name the name because I don't have permission to speak about it, he was one of the smartest people I've ever met. He took the business model of dropshipping and he implemented it and executed it to like the highest degree possible. It was just so extraordinarily well run. He had processes built out. He hired great people. It was incredibly impressive to watch, and it was really cool to be involved on the inside of this operation. But about 4 months after he hired me, he announced that he was closing the dropshipping store. And the reason for closing was because he simply was not making enough money. Yeah, he was making $75,000 a month, but once expenses, once marketing costs, once overhead was taken into account, he was making about $1,000 to $2,000, maybe $3,000 per month on a consistent basis. And whenever you took into account the time, energy, and effort that it took to run his dropshipping store, it simply didn't make sense. The fact is, at one point, dropshipping really worked because of the fact that people didn't know what Alibaba and AliExpress were. For those of you who don't know what those two platforms are, basically they're a way for people to buy directly from the manufacturer rather than from the third party. So instead of buying directly from Walmart, you can go onto AliExpress or Alibaba and you can buy that exact same Chinese-made product for a quarter of the price. And at one point, the notoriety and the overall exposure of these two platforms were pretty much non-existent. People didn't know that these platforms existed. They didn't know that you could just go onto AliExpress, wait 3 to 4 weeks, and get that exact same product for $1 rather than $20. But in 2021, more and more people not only know that AliExpress and Alibaba exist, but they also know of the business model of dropshipping, and it's easier to spot a dropshipping store than it once was. As a result, whenever I see targeted ads on Facebook or Instagram or Google and I see a product that I like and that website looks like a dropshipping store, rather than buying from the dropshipping store, I will then go and search that product on AliExpress and I'll buy it directly from the manufacturer. It's going to take the exact same amount of time, it's going to be the exact same product, but it's going to be 1/5 of the price. Not only are all of the issues that I've discussed reasons as to why dropshipping is no longer worth it, but the fact is competition with dropshipping is huge, and finding a product that will make a lot of money in the world of dropshipping is incredibly difficult to do. And once you do it, and once you find a winning product, you will then have 100 other stores selling that exact same product. Additionally, online sites are becoming harder and harder to market dropshipping websites because of the increased competition. You can't go onto Facebook and run Facebook ads like you used to, and as a result, it is becoming harder and harder to find customers willing to buy your product. At the end of the day, I don't doubt that dropshipping can generate a lot of revenue, but revenue and profit are not the same thing. And I see online, on YouTube ads, on Google ads, on Facebook ads, all the time dropshipping gurus claiming to make 6 figures per month. And you know what? I probably believe that figure. I believe that they're able to generate 6 figures a month in revenue. But the real question is, what is the profit of that? How much money are you taking home after product cost, after advertising cost, after all of the different costs associated with that business model? And I would bet probably a couple of thousand. The fact is, this business model generates revenue. That's proven. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, but it does not generate profit. And that is a big reason as to why I think that this is simply not worth pursuing in 2021. Next is Amazon FBA, and FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. Basically what this is it's whenever you have a product that you're wanting to sell on platforms like Amazon, and instead of shipping it directly from your house and like doing the fulfillment on your end where you pack the boxes, you do the shipping labels, you take it to the postal office, you instead have a product that you fulfill through Amazon and they handle everything for you. This business model is incredibly passive, and because of this, over the last few years, it's gained a lot of attention with online gurus as a way to make 6 figures. Now, similarly to dropshipping, I think that this business model was a good business model at one time. But like many things on the internet, it went viral, a lot of gurus took over, and now the market is saturated. When it comes to Amazon FBA, I think that there are 2 ways that you can do this business model. I think that one is very good. I think that one is very bad. So if you are somebody that has a product that you've created, maybe you invented something, maybe you have a business, maybe you have a unique product that you want to sell. Selling that through Amazon, through the FBA program, could be a really great route to go down because it is your unique product. But the way that this side hustle or this business model does not work is whenever you are selling products that you do not own, similar to dropshipping. There are a lot of people who pursue Amazon FBA with very generic products that they purchase from China through platforms like I mentioned earlier, like AliExpress and Alibaba. This is basically very similar to dropshipping, but rather than shipping it right from the manufacturer to the customer, these people buy their product in bulk from the manufacturer, then they bring it to Amazon so that Amazon can do the fulfillment, and then they sell it that way. The benefit of going the Amazon FBA route rather than the dropshipping route is the shipping speeds. Nowadays, people want their products quickly, and I know for me, I will pay a higher premium price on a product if I know I can get it in 2 days rather than having to wait 4 weeks. And whenever you buy a product through a dropshipping store, through these AliExpress and Alibaba services, you typically have to wait about 3 weeks to get the product. Whereas with Amazon FBA, you are getting that product fulfilled as if you purchased it directly from Amazon in that 2-day shipping speed. Now, there are a few reasons as to why I don't like Amazon FBA as a side hustle. Number one, the barrier to entry is non-existent. Similar to dropshipping, anybody can start an Amazon FBA business. Anybody can go to AliExpress, buy 100 different products, have it be sold through Amazon FBA, and make money doing it. As a result, this is highly, highly saturated. Number two is Amazon is very, very competitive. Whenever it comes to finding a product on Amazon to buy, there is a reason why there are always products that have thousands of reviews, thousands of purchases, and are deemed Amazon's choice. That's because these are the products that people buy. These are the products that are recommended. The problem is, if you are one of those recommended products, then you are probably making a ton of money off of that product. But for the 100 other people that aren't ranked by Amazon, they are not making anything because nobody is going to buy the product that is on page 3 of search inquiries. They're going to buy the #1 product that has thousands of reviews and that is recommended by Amazon. And because of this, it is very hard to break into the Amazon space with generic products. It's virtually impossible. Unless you have a very niche product, it is very hard to be successful on Amazon. Honestly, when it comes to Amazon FBA, similar to dropshipping, I simply think that this is a business model that is now outdated, and I think that it is harder to make money in it than it once was. I don't doubt that the people who entered this market 5 years ago are still killing it. But the problem is getting into it now in 2021 is simply unrealistic. There is too much competition and there is too little profit margin in order for this side hustle to make sense. And the third side hustle to avoid is anyone that is labeled get rich quick or any side hustle that is considered to be able to be a way to make money with little to no work. The fact is, you can absolutely make a ton of money in a side hustle. You can make a lot of money by hosting on Airbnb, hosting on Turo, being a freelancer, being a driver for Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, and more. But all of these require work in some way, shape, or form. Granted, there are some ways to make a side hustle semi-passive. In fact, I have a course where I teach how to make a car sharing business semi-passive. But even a semi-passive business requires work. And I think that if there's a side hustle out there that is claiming that you can make money, even $1,000 a month or a couple $100s a month with no work on your end, that is a scam, and it's something that should be avoided at all cost. If money was super easy to make, then everybody would make a ton of it. And anybody that's promoting an easy and passive way to make money from the get-go, they're lying. Passive income is a very real thing, but it does take time, energy, and money to implement a 100% passive income stream. And I think that it is very difficult, if not impossible, to go right out of the gate with a passive income. And I think that any side hustle that is labeling itself as a passive, easy to start, get rich quick scheme, it's time to run, and it's time to head over to one of the other videos on my channel outlining some of the real ways to make money through a side hustle. The fact is, making 6 figures through a side hustle is a very real thing, and it's something that's more common than you would think. But the side hustles that I've spoken about today are very difficult to start in 2021, and they're nearly impossible to make 6 figures through in 2021. I believe that in order to start a successful side hustle, it has to be one, reasonable and realistic for you to start. It has to be one that at the very least pays you for your time, and it has to be one that is scalable. These get rich quick ones that I've spoken about today are simply not scalable, not realistic, and they are so incredibly oversaturated. With that being said, you guys, I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have any questions, comments, or if you have anything to add, make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video.